How you doing? My name is Clayton Costanza. I am the owner of Cypress Home Inspections, and I'm also the lead home inspector. And I just wanted to show everybody my report because that's ultimately what you're paying for. So I would like everybody to have a good understanding of what you get when you get a home inspection, or at least a home inspection with me. Um, the report is going to be web-based, so you can look at it on a desktop or any smart device, whether it's a tablet or phone. Very easy to read and understand. A little bit about me. I've been doing home inspections for 5 or 6 years now. I'm also a in-field trainer for the state of Louisiana, licensed and insured. License number 11031. So when you hire me, you actually hire the owner of the company. I take a lot of pride in my work, and hopefully this reflects it. So when you first get your report, it'll let you know thank you for using my business. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call, text me, email me. I don't care if it's 10 years from now. If you have a question about the report, let me know. You'll start off with how to read this report. If you click information, it'll tell you about the tabs that you can click to get additional information or some limitations that prevented me from properly inspecting a component. And if you want to go straight to the major concerns, so you get a condensed version of the report, stuff you really need to focus on, you could do it with one click of a button. Like I said, this is one of the benefits of having a web-based report. It breaks down the three categories of the concerns that I find: minor, moderate, and major concerns. This just lets my clients know that if I mention further evaluation by a qualified or licensed contractor, that means that you need to reach out to a specialist to actually do the repair or make adjustments or replace an item as needed. I'm here to just strictly tell you that there's a concern and who to call to fix it. I'm non-biased. I'm not trying to push a sell on a repair on you. I'm gonna tell you the year that the house was built, um, if all the utilities were turned on, who was there at the day. All right, so this is starting to get into the report and the concerns. Right here, I'm just recommending additional gravel in the driveway so it's more usable. When I start seeing vegetation growing in the driveway, that means that hasn't been maintained. Recommend additional gravel. Now these are just strictly recommendations, stuff you just need to consider when you purchase a house. Some of these may be minor, some of these may be major. It all depends on you. This doorbell was damaged, but it did function. Recommend paint maintenance on all the exterior metal work. This is a pretty big one. Recommend that the house is graded or sloped. The ground away from the foundation is graded or sloped away from the house. Here's a picture in the report to kind of further describe what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not going to touch on every issue. We've got some damaged vinyl siding that you need to be aware about because it can cause moisture intrusion. Missing fascia paneling right here. The main entry door was damaged. This can affect the performance and be a security risk. Uh, like I said, some of this may be minor, but I'm gonna mention that some of the screens were missing. You can always click the picture. You can always click this to see more of a description. Okay, here we are with the roof. Let me go just click some information so I show you how this works. It, first of all, you start with the overview, and it's going to be strictly concerns that you need to kind of focus on. That's what I'm here for, to bring up these issues that are problems, unfortunately. But if you click the information tab, you'll get how I inspected the roof, what type of roof it is, when the roof was installed, the average lifespan of the roof, the type of ventilation, the type of flashing. And in this case, the roof, majority of the roof had excessive rust. So this is a major concern. You see it flagged red. All the red is major concerns. They got a bucket in the attic with moisture staining. So the seller knows that it's actively failing. Missing drip edge flashing. I try to throw some illustrations in there so you have a good idea what some of this stuff is. I'm noting that no gutters were on the property and how important they are. This particular house, they had plumbing venting straight into the attic. That's a safety hazard. Sewer gases are entering the house. Um, at the foundation, you click information, I describe what type of foundation it is. And I also, with all my inspections, I throw in a free foundation elevation analysis. I got this tool that can measure the foundation. I'll throw a couple shots of the interior, and I'll let you know if this foundation is failing, it is low in what areas that could affect the structural integrity of the house. All that's included. Here we are, attic. Uh, all this debris in the attic lets me know that pests like squirrels are entering the attic, and I'll let you know where I feel like they're coming in. And there is no screen at this gable vent. In the attic, the framing did not have collar ties. It's a structural component that needs to be in place. And once again, here's an illustration of what it looks like. It's a major concern. Recommend added or have a structural engineer determine that it's not needed. I don't like bathrooms exhausting into the attic, so I'll bring that up. You don't want hot moisture from you taking a shower or a bath, just dumping that moisture into your insulation that could cause mold. Here's proper ways to do it. You can go through the roof or through the soffit. If I feel like the water pressure on this property is low, I'm going to bring it up. The oven in this house didn't have the anti-tip bracket that's in place. This can actually hurt a small child. Any safety hazards, I'm bringing it up to your attention. All right, here we are at cooling. Let me hit the information tab. You can get a picture of the unit, the condenser unit, and the data tag. And here's some information about your cooling system. Uh, Here's the evaporator coil, which is the interior side. It was manufactured in 1993. That's pretty old. Here's the air filter. I'll throw in the size for you. 20 by 24 by 1. Here's some temperature readings. Got 75 at the air return and 53 at the supply. That is a 22 differential. That's excellent. So that lets me know that we're properly cooling. All right, and that was all in the information tab. This is going to be the overview, stuff you really need to be aware about. The fins for the outside unit were dirty. That means it hasn't been maintained in possibly years. Recommend serviced and cleaned. This unit was manufactured in 2006. That is going to be up in age. Um, and I know how to decode the serial number to determine the age. And this is a major concern because, um, yeah, I got some good temperature readings today, but you need to be aware that it is going to be past the average lifespan, and you need to budget for replacement. You really need to just consider that. Here's another reason why you want a budget replacement because it's using a refrigerant, or people like to call it freon, that's no longer being manufactured. This R22 refrigerant, they deemed it environmentally unfriendly, and they no longer manufacture it. So getting a hold of this stuff is going to be impossible or expensive, and I just want my client to know that. Yeah, inside unit was just all around a poor condition. Inside cooling unit, air filter was dirty. If the air filter looks like this, then the entire system is dirty. You got to change these every 3 months, or according to the manufacturer of the air filter. Here we are with heating. The system was built in 1993. Once again, it's going to be past the average lifespan. You need a budget replacement. They put duct tape uh, on the ductwork. That's, believe it or not, duct tape's not designed for ductwork. And so the system's past the average lifespan and it is not performing. Here we are, we have it set on heat, set to 82 degrees, and I'm only getting 60 degrees at the air supply register. I should get 90 to 100 easily. And that was after waiting 10 minutes. Never did perform. Now people are listening to this and they're probably wondering, well, what do I do with this information? If you're looking to purchase a property, you may can use this report as a negotiation tool, and 9 times out of 10, that pays for this inspection. Um, so definitely get with your real estate agent and let them know what your concerns are, and you may can ask for a price reduction on the property. You may can ask the sellers to resolve these issues. It's a negotiation from there. Every seller's different. Recommend the fireplace cleaned. A lot of creosote buildup. This is a fire hazard. It should be done at least once a year. Maintenance. Cracks in the fireplace, that all needs to be uh, known. Once again, low pressure in the bathroom. The bathtub was chipped and damaged in multiple places. Check out the faucet on this bathtub in the master. It doesn't even have a faucet. The flooring was damaged. We got discoloration around this toilet, so you know it's leaking. Recommend a plumber. This house had a well system in place. It's heavily corroded and rusted, so it's going to be past the average lifespan. I think I even found out that it is leaking and moisture stains at the bottom of it. The pressure gauge doesn't even work. So all that's going to need to be replaced or just considered uh, what that cost will be after you move into the house. Here's the water heater. We had rust at the bottom of it. So this water heater is actively failing. Not too surprising. It was manufactured in 1994. I could tell by the serial number. So you got an older water heater that's actively failing. If you can negotiate with the seller to have just this item replaced, you have paid for that home inspection. The water heater, it was inside the house and it didn't have a pan underneath it. That pan is to collect water and pipe it to the exterior so we don't have water damage if that water heater leaks. In this case, it appeared to be leaking. With the electrical, I always note where the meter is. This is the main disconnect. This will shut down the entire house. Um, so I give you a lot of information about the house too. Um, so this is why you may want to consider a home inspection, even though you're not buying a property. A lot of people that own houses may not know where some utility disconnects are, and that could be very important in an emergency situation. Or just let me come out, check out your house, and I may can prevent thousands of dollars of repairs in the near future by telling you, hey, you need to maintain it. You need to do this. You need to do that. So I always take a picture of the electrical panels when I remove the cover. I remove the cover so I can look at all the wiring, let you know what type of wiring it is, if there's any issues. I'll go around and check all the outlets, make sure they're properly wired. Light fixture is not working, possibly just a light bulb. I'll let the client know that. I'll recommend GFCI ground fault circuit interrupter added in the proper locations for safety reasons. This is another reason to get a home inspection. I am telling the client, the future owner of a house, that just because you have GFCI receptacles or outlets in the bathrooms, they are not tripping. I'm hitting the test button and I still have power to these outlets. I'll let them know exactly the location that they're not working. This particular property didn't have smoke detection in the bedrooms. This is a huge safety hazard that you need to be aware of. People die from not having smoke detection in the proper locations. And I think in this house, the only place there was a smoke detector was in the hallway, and it's yellow. That is expired. It's over 10 years old. I'm letting the future homeowner know that there's no wood destroying insect prevention on this property. Very important in southern Louisiana. You gotta have something in place to prevent termites. And we mentioned something about damaged vinyl siding earlier. It looks like insects are getting into the home right here. All right, so that is what you get when you hire Cypress Home Inspection. This is the report that I will give you the day of the inspection. I build most of this inspection on site, so I can give you the report as soon as possible because I know you need to make an informed decision as soon as possible also. Oh yeah, I've done over 3,000 inspections. I've been doing this for 5 or 6 years now. Um, please check out my website for further information. What all services I provide. This is just a home inspection. I do pool inspections, I do sewer scoping, I do stucco inspections, mold testing, stuff like that. And once again, you don't need a home inspection just because you're looking to purchase a house. Let me come out and check your house for you. Hopefully, I can give you a lot of information about the house you may not be aware of. I'm not, the average person is not getting in their attic, they're not crawling underneath their house. So let me do that for you, give you a nice report with plenty of pictures. And if you're looking to sell a house, let me come and inspect it so you have a heads up of what a home inspector is going to find. That'll just save time on the real estate transaction, speed it up. Hire me for new construction. I found a lot of problems with new construction. All right, thank you for your time.